Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And we have studied about Genesis, and then we have learned about Adam and Eve, Cain, on how God constantly instruct them. God gave God gave instructions, and God gave what's this? God give them something to look forward to so that they will refrain from doing it. Just like Cain, when he said, "Oh, sin lies at the door. Be careful before killing his brother," but still he committed that murder. And Adam and Eve, when God said, "Don't eat the fruit," but still. So after all those things, and we failed the test, and um, we um, we did not show our obedience and our allegiance to God. That means we don't really trust the Lord and His Word. Now we're going to study. We went to the great flood where God saw the wickedness of man, where everything is just evil. Every thoughts of man are evil. So of course, to save humanity from further destruction, He has to do something and He has to act. So He sent a flood, but then yes, because He loved us, He saved the humanity through Noah. Okay, so we also remembered and we also read that the ark was made for 100 years, where Noah was very persistent in his work, where he doesn't have maybe a background in carpentry or in architecture or engineering, but God sustained him, and throughout that 100 years, people are mocking him because he looks crazy. There's on the top of the mountain, he's gonna make a boat. What? Why? So, yeah, that is what happened. And so the Lord said that it's gonna rain after 7 days, and then it's gonna rain for 40 days and 40 nights. Now we will continue with 7 until 12. So Noah with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives went into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of clean animals, of animals that are unclean, of birds, and of everything that creeps on the earth. 2 by 2 they went into the ark to Noah, male and female, as God had commanded Noah. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, on that day, all of the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In here, we saw that Noah was very consistent in following God's command. When God said, "Okay, you can now go into the ark," so Noah went with all obedience with his family. This is what is almost lacking in the society, where parents are not bringing their children to church, or where parents are weary because their children are not obeying them. Parents are seeing their children doing lots of things that are not acceptable, like doing things that are actually abusing and hurting themselves too. So that's very painful from a parent's view. But then Noah is so blessed, he was able to bring all of his children together with their wives. Wow. Nice, right? That is why it says that to be a missionary, you have to be a missionary in your own house. You have to have a good impact to your children. You have to make sure that your family is following God's law together with you, right? So another thing that is stressed here is that when God said it's gonna rain after 7 days, when God says it's gonna rain for 40 days and 40 nights, He fulfilled it. He said it here. So God fulfills what He prophesies. He said these things before, and then He's gonna do it, and then He's gonna be certain with His words. So that is our God. When He says He's gonna save us, He's gonna save us. When He says He loves us, He really loves us. When He says He's there for us to comfort us, He's there to comfort us. So that's it for today. And hopefully, we will continue to grow in Christ every day, studying His Word. See you next time.